Hello YouTube, Film Buff 06 here, and as a tribute to the late great Paul Walker, who tragically died early this month at the age of 40, I just thought I'd do hopefully very short review of one of my favourite Paul Walker films, outside of the Fast and the Furious film series, and this is a film produced by Disney called Eight Below, which was released in 2006, was based on a true story, believe it or not, and was directed by Frank Marshall, who had previously directed a few other films like Congo, and for the whole bulk of his career, he has been a producer on quite a huge variety of blockbuster movies. I mean, he produced the likes of the Indiana Jones films, Poltergeist, Colour Purple, the Back to the Future trilogy, Empire of the Sun, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the Bourne films, some of Spielberg's films, I believe, and some of Shyamalan's films as well, like Sixth Sense, Signs, and The Last Airbender. The Bourne film, the Bourne franchise, Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Seabiscuit, and so on, and this not only features Paul Walker, but it also features the likes of Moon Bloodgood, an actress that I've never actually quite heard of, to be honest. Bruce Greenwood, who was in Passenger 57, which I had previously reviewed, and also Jason Biggs, who if you're a fan of the American Pie film franchise, he is Jim Levenstein, or Levenstein? I think it's Levenstein, yes. And this film was actually based on a true story that happened in Antarctica when this little group of people, Jerry Shepherd, played of course again by Paul Walker, Dr. Davis McLaren, played by Bruce Greenwood, and Katie, I believe, who's played Moon Bloodgood. Oh, and Jason Biggs and Charlie Cooper, played by Jason Biggs. They had to leave most of their husky dogs behind in the freezing wilderness of Antarctica due to one of their group suffering from a broken leg, whilst on a dangerous Arctic expedition, which went horribly wrong, and most of the film chronicles the dog's attempts to survive the Antarctic wilderness without their owners. Yeah, I think, and this was actually based on a similar, on a Japanese expedition to Antarctica, which happened in 1958, and this event inspired the hit film from 1983 called Nankyoku Monogatari, which is a Japanese film, which of course is a Japanese film. That's all that I know from the production side of things. Now, what did I think of the film itself? Just wow, wow. Well, I didn't expect anything much from this the first time that I watched it. When a college friend of mine, I remember, bought the DVD in as part of film club, and I didn't expect to be so emotionally invested by what I was seeing on screen with this film, and yeah, I was kind of emotionally invested more in the scenes with the dogs rather than the humans. I don't know why, but I guess, but maybe because I love dogs, or just that the scenes with the humans weren't quite as interesting as the doggy scenes. And one of the dogs, spoiler alert, one of those dogs tragically dies, and that brought a tear to my eye, like a dry tear. Tear to my eye. What else? I love the cinematography. The cinematography on the Antarctic locations is just breathtaking. It just gives the film a bit more of like almost an epic feel. It reminds me of almost akin to the beautiful New Zealand landscapes that were used for Middle Earth in Lord of the Rings. I personally wouldn't want to go to Antarctica myself, but seeing it on screen, the way the cinematographer captured it, just amazing. I would book a week's holiday there. Sorry, I'm rambling. What else? The acting is okay, I guess. Paul Walker himself does do a decent job. Moon Bloodgood, she's alright. I don't know much about this girl, but she does okay. Bruce Greenwood does a tolerable job as well, and Jason Biggs was quite hilarious in this. I mean, it's quite hilarious. Every scene with him, I literally laughed in almost every scene he was in. Well, Frank Marshall's direction is lovely. The script is quite well written. Mark Isham's music was beautiful. The editing is quite nice, quite competent. What else? I'm just completely lost for words. Yeah, I'm just completely lost for words. I mean, this type of story would otherwise be looked at as being predictable as always, the against all odds story, the underdog story, but here I didn't. But this is one of those films where I didn't mind the predictability of the story in the slightest. Sorry. Also the dogs. Also, I quite like the dogs. I mean, they have I do get a feeling that even though they don't talk in this, they do have very, very distinct. They do seem to have very, very distinct personalities, as if they are actual Disney characters. Just imagine them being hand drawn you know. I'm sorry. If you are a Paul Walker fan, just or if you're really saddened by his recent death and want to watch all of his films, then definitely go check this movie out. I would recommend this to you very, very highly. The only nitpick, I guess the only nitpick that I have with this is that for a Disney film, is that this is a 2-hour-long movie, and for a Disney film, I feel that's about 20 minutes too long. 20 minutes too long. I think those 20 minutes could have been cut out. Had those 20 minutes been cut out, it wouldn't have made much. It wouldn't have made that wouldn't have made much difference. Just go and check this movie out. I would recommend this to you very, very highly if you are a Paul Walker fan. I'm sorry for repeating myself. In conclusion, I'm going to give 8 Below a rating, a near perfect rating of 9.5 out of 10. Now, feel free to comment below and let me know your opinions on 8 Below and of Paul Walker. Plus, feel free to subscribe to my channel. And until my next video, whatever it may be, do take care, everyone. Paul Walker, rest in peace, mate. You'll be sorely missed. And good night.